What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to talk about Euro nymphing and 5 reasons why I think that you should start Euro nymphing today, or maybe give it another try if you've tried it in the past and you were like, maybe not for me. Maybe these are reasons that you might want to give it another try. Okay, the first reason on this list is going to seem probably pretty obvious, but number 1 is that you catch more fish. I know that's going to sound stupid, but it's true. You catch a lot more fish, like a lot more. It's the most effective way to present a nymph to a trout, and most of a trout's diet is made up of subsurface insects, right? And so if you're gonna fish that way to feed those fish the thing that they eat most of the time, the best way to do that is Euro nymphing, in my opinion. It's a direct straight line connection from your fly to your rod to the fish. You get the best presentation possible with it. It's the most effective way to present that fly to a fish is Euro nymphing. And so because of that, it elevates your catch rate. And I should say there's a conservation element to this. If you're gonna Euro nymph and catch a lot of fish, it's a good idea to spread yourself around. Don't always go to the same places to Euro nymph. Try different water, move around, right? Give those fish a chance to rest. Don't always be pounding them. And then when you do catch a lot of fish, make sure that you're handling them correctly, using barbless hooks, and trying to release them quickly so that they have their best chance at survival. That's reason number 1, and it is that you catch a lot of fish Euro nymphing. Okay, so I found some water. I'm gonna jump down in there and see if I can find some fish real quick, and then I will get back to the rest of those reasons in just a second. Okay, I made it down that bank. It was pretty steep, but there's a trail. There's a good run behind me that I'm gonna run some nymphs through and see if I can find some fish real quick. I got some new patterns I'm working on, so let's give it a go and then we'll get back to that list. Starting out with just a single nymph on 6X. Let's see if I can get any fish on this guy. There should be some fish in this run. It's good water. You might have to switch to a heavier bead. I don't have a super heavy bead on this fly. It's a 3mm bead, single fly, so there's a fish. Can't get him out of here. He won't stop wiggling. Cool, little. There you go. Triple surgeon's knot to a caddis to a tiny perdigon. Added some length to my line and a second fly with some extra weight. See if that makes any difference here. There's a fish. Good fish, really good fish. Oh, I hope I can land this guy. That's such a good fish. I'm on 6X, so we'll see. I gotta play him over here in the soft stuff. Luckily there's some soft water over here that we can get him in. So as long as he doesn't come unpinned, it should be okay. But that is really such a good fish. Wish I could get him up above me a little bit. Give myself a better chance to get him in the net if I can do that. Whew. Now that's a fish right there, you guys. Hope you can see it. It's got that caddis nymph pinned. Letting it go. That was a cool fish in the 16-inch range, super fat, healthy fish, pretty cool. I'm gonna move downriver and see if we can find some fish at this next spot. But before I do that, I wanna tell you guys the second reason I think you should start Euro nymphing, and that is that it's another tool in your toolbox. I think a lot of times us as fly anglers, or even just anglers in general, we get stuck kind of doing one technique all the time, and we don't like branch out and explore new things. So if you haven't tried this, it's a chance to like go out and branch out and try it. But also it's another tool, right? So if you like to dry fly fish, but dry fly fishing isn't working, you can grab that Euro rod, you can hit the river or hit that same section of water after you've already fished it with the dry, and get some fish on nymph. So that's reason number 2, is that it's an extra great tool in your toolbox. Okay, you guys, reason number 3, strike detection, right? So I don't know about you, but when I first started out, I was not that great at detecting when a strike was happening. And if you add an indicator to the mess, it makes it even worse. It makes it more of a mess. So I have found that my strike detection has gotten way better after Euro nymphing, right? I'm watching the cider, I'm trying to detect any sort of little subtle movement or strike in that cider material. You know, through Euro nymphing, I've actually gotten better at dry fly fishing and dry dropper fishing because my instincts are better as to knowing when a strike is happening, right? So I think that even though you're not dry fly fishing, you're not dry dropper fishing, you're Euro nymphing, your strike detection and your reaction time gets better by Euro nymphing for those other techniques. So indirectly, you're getting better at other things. So that's reason number 3, is that your strike detection gets better. Okay, finally found some water without people at it. So let's see if we can find some fish. Oh, I think I just missed a decent one, because I actually saw the fish move up to try and eat it, and I missed it. It's a nice current break right here, but I don't always, in the past, I haven't fished here for probably 4 months, but I haven't found fish off this break very regularly, which is kind of interesting to me, because it's seemingly good water. There's a fish. Whew, good fish too. He's taking me out into that current there. Whew, really good fish here. I hope I can land this fish. Good fish. Yeah, trying to keep him up above me, but that's a good fish. Try to get him unhooked as quickly as possible here. Decent shot of this fish for you guys here. That is such a fat fish there. Let's get him released real quick. This fish is so pretty. Look at that. Okay, I wanted to take a break from catching that last fish that was really cool and talk to you guys about the 4th thing on my list of why you should start Euro nymphing. And that is learning water depth and structure. There's no quicker way to learn how water moves and behaves than to actually have a direct connection to your fly in the water. And I think that, you know, when you start out, you're probably gonna lose some flies, you're gonna use too much weight, you're gonna not know where the bottom is, you're gonna snag, but man, once you figure that out, you'll be able to come up to a section of water and be like, okay, I understand what I need to do here. I can make a really good guess as to how that water is structured, the speed of the current, and what could possibly be underneath that water. Okay, we've fished, I don't know, 3 or 4 different types of water already today, and I have had no problem. I haven't had to switch my indicator, I haven't had to change my depth with that. I've just been able to use the rod, right? And I'm controlling the depth of the fly by lifting the rod up and down, watching that cider, and I know how much line is in the water and where my flies are at because I have a direct connection to them. So that's reason number 4, and I think it's a big one that people don't think about, and it's hard to learn with an indicator or like a New Zealand wool indicator, anything like that, because you have that hitch point in the system. It's really hard to tell what's happening underneath the water, right? But when you're Euro nymphing, you feel everything and you see everything and you have complete control over that depth at all times. So reason number 4 is the water depth. Keep moving up this a little bit further each time. Oh, did you see that fish, you guys? Jumped out of the water and is gone. Well, I wasn't quick enough on that one, so let's see if we can find another one in there. Couple fish there, but I missed both of them. Let's So that's a bummer. Let's try on the other side of this current a little bit. Whew. Did you guys see that? Trying to get it back up in this faster current. See if I can get him right. Yep, that's where I want him, right there. Right out in front of me. Fast. Oh. He didn't like that. Now he's below me again. Way down there below me. Oh gosh. You guys seeing this? This fish is working me. This fish is working me so hard. Here we go. Nope. He gets out there in the current and then it's over. It's not even that big of a fish, but the current is so strong. Here we go. Oh, it's a good fish. It's a super heavy fish. Is what makes it so hard to land because it's so wide and fat. I mean, look at that fish. Super wide and fat. Cool fish. Let it go. Whew. Okay, my fifth and final reason is that it turns fly fishing into a year-round sport. I know a lot of times if you want to throw dry flies where you live, you have to hit a specific time of day or a specific time of year to make that possible. But now you can catch fish anytime, winter, fall, summer, doesn't matter. It's good all year. You know, sometimes they're better than others, as with everything, but you're still gonna be able to go out on the water and have some success and catch fish and find fish more easily than if you were to say go out in winter and try to fish dry flies. If your river doesn't have, you know, that bug density to make dry fly fishing possible in winter, you might need to turn to something like Euro nymphing, and it just gives you more opportunities to be out on the water. So that's my fifth reason that you should start Euro nymphing. So I got to thinking there's probably gonna be some people that might come after me saying, oh, you know, it's not fly fishing, blah, 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 blah. That's fine. If you don't like Euro nymphing, this is just my opinion. You don't have to do it. So I've got some reasons why I think you probably should, but you can choose to fish however you want. I'm not one of those people that's gonna come on here and say, you gotta do things exactly my way. That's not how this is, and we can learn from each other. This is just my opinion and what I would tell a friend if a friend asked me about it. This is exactly what I would tell them. So I hope you find it helpful, but maybe you won't. Okay, you guys, those are my top 5 reasons. I would love to hear down below in the comments if there's any reasons that maybe I forgot. This is not a one-sided conversation, and I would love to hear from you guys what you think. Is Euro nymphing fly fishing? I think it is, but let me know. And so I will see you guys again next Tuesday, and until then, go catch some fish.